Today, we're going to look at something that might just flip what you think you know about expertise. We're diving into a study that found a pretty surprising knowledge gap, and it's in a place you would probably never expect.
So let me ask you a quick question. When you need solid, reliable health advice, who's the first person that pops into your head? For most of us, right, the answer is obvious. It's the nurses, the technicians, all those amazing healthcare professionals on the front lines.
And we trust them for a really good reason. Their expertise is absolutely crucial for all of us. But what happens when we actually put that assumption to the test? Well, a recent study did exactly that. They put it right under the microscope.
So what did they do? Well, the study we're talking about happened in 2023. It surveyed 68 female healthcare workers in a hospital in Saudi Arabia, and the goal was pretty straightforward, to find out how aware they were about breast cancer screening. And what they found? Well, it was pretty eye-opening. It revealed a genuine gap between what we assume our experts know and the reality of their own personal knowledge.
Let's look at the numbers. It was kind of a mixed bag, really. Over 40% showed good knowledge of professional screening, which is great. But when it came to self-exams, the numbers basically flipped. Nearly half had what the study called poor knowledge.
And here's another way to visualize those good knowledge scores. You see, about a third of them understood the signs and symptoms. But that score for knowing how to actually perform a self-exam, it's startlingly low.
Yeah, just 13.2%. Let that sink in for a moment. This is the crucial point. In this one specific, absolutely vital area, the very people we expect to teach the public were lacking key information themselves.
But you know, it's not just about facts and figures. The study also dug into the very real, very human barriers that get in the way for these same professionals.
So, what was stopping them from getting professional screenings? For over half, it was just plain embarrassment. But lack of awareness, family disapproval, and even fear of radiation exposure, these were all significant hurdles too.
And when it came to doing self-exams, the barriers were overwhelming. A massive 91% pointed to a lack of knowledge. And almost as many, over 88%, said it was just the difficulty of even talking about breast issues. I mean, these are fundamental challenges.
And look, this isn't about pointing fingers at individuals. Not at all. What this data really uncovers is a systemic challenge. Because if healthcare workers themselves are facing these barriers, it's a huge signal that we need better support systems for everyone.
The study itself actually points to the solution. The researchers concluded, and I'm quoting here, that there's a need for training, courses, lectures, and seminars for healthcare workers. The whole idea is, if we can raise their knowledge and help them fight these barriers, they'll be in a much better position to educate the rest of us. And that leaves us with a really powerful final thought. These professionals are such a critical link in our public health. So maybe the real question isn't just how do we educate the public, but how can we first empower the very experts we all rely on?